Hey y'all, it's Candy with Candy's Creations. If this is your first time seeing me, I make, sell, and teach how to make holiday home decor. So I saw this in the Dollar Tree. It's like a little stand, and I just wanted to show y'all. I thought about putting together a cute little corner swag on this. So let's do it. The inspo came from this because it had a cat on it and some cute things. This had a cat. I like to kind of be a little bit matchy-matchy. So that's where the inspo of all the colors and stuff came from. So I'm just going to take a block of foam and we're just going to glue this on to whatever corner you want to build out on. And I'm going to choose this one and we're going to let it dry. And I'm going to go ahead, and it's okay if it drips a little bit because that's going to be covered up with florals anyways, but try not to burn yourself. Just kind of go around the edges, let it dry for a minute. I'm going to show you what we're going to use. So we're going to pull some black ficus, some of this filler that's purple and black. It came from Michael's last year, White Bayou Wreath and Supplies last year. And then this is some 60919 that's Halloween themed, came from Jam Designs and Supplies. And y'all, this is, Hobby Lobby doesn't have this anymore, but it was one of my favorites to use in Halloween and fall designs. But any kind of greenery this color would do. It's just like a mossy look. And I am going to go ahead and take some just moss. This is not moss out the tree. I do live in the South, but we don't be doing that. We don't, it has bugs in it. We don't do that. So anyways, I'm going to go around and just put some on the edges, just on the very outer edges. I'm not going to put it because sometimes it does get hard for the moss, for the picks to go through glue and moss. So I'm just going to kind of go around the edge. Y'all, it is my toxic trait to cover up signs and such. So I'm gonna do my best. I am gonna do my best. You know what? We all have challenges, and that's one of mine. Okay, so we're gonna just let this dry good, and I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting up some of my greenery. And I like, even if it kind of looks like it's fallen or whatever, I like the kind of look of the moss because it just gives spooky vibes. This black ficus came from Jam Designs and Supplies, but I'm just not sure if she has any more. But you could do just a Google search for black ficus and you should be able to come up with that. There's lots of places that sell it. So let's go ahead. We're just going to do one for now. I'm going to go ahead and cut up some of this orange. We're just doing some blends of all the colors that are in the ribbon. And I just kind of rip this apart. We're just going to do a I rip it apart, then I just cut it flush. These are really long when you cut them off, so I like to cut mine in half. Get as much goodie out of it as you can. I'm going to leave one long to kind of come down this way. Okay, this feels like it's getting pretty dry, but we're going to start with the longest piece of the ficus, and it seems to be this. I'm going to just dip it in my glue pot and start kind of just building this out. So let's start out with this 2.5 inch. This color, pull out some of those colors. And I wanted to top it off with a fun, like, polka dot with stripe backing. I'm going to go ahead and dovetail these. We're going to fold them in half and cut them upward. This is something that we just cut off from another pig, and then we're going to make like a little hook. Trim these off. Push it right into the foam and then glue it. Dab some glue on it. We got one more piece here of this. Let's find, just put our witch hat pick. I thought it would be fun to pull out the stripes. So I think I'm just going to go, kind of on the outside of the bow. We have some pumpkins that kind of match. So I'm going to just nestle these in here. I've just got some nubs from a pick. And these are foam and they'll just go right in there. I'm going to dip this in some glue, and I'm going to do one down here. And then we'll do one at the top. We'll leave my stick kind of long so it can go up there to the top. Now we're going to just take some moss and just cover up any of the spots that we could still see some of the foam. I didn't want to put too many picks and fillers and all that over here because I'm trying to still keep it to where you see the wording on here. I think it turned out really cute, and like I said, just be careful not to cover up your words. I'm very bad at that, but I think it turned out really cute. And you can sit it by your door or just out for your Halloween decorations. I hope y'all liked it too.